Lopez came under fire after she posted a tweet featuring the hashtag All Lives Matter. Now, she did this in the context of promoting a single that she came out with in order to raise money for her Orlando charity. And apparently, I don't know whether she understands the context behind why people were upset about All Lives Matter, but 10 minutes later, she did take the tweet down.
Does anyone understand the context of why All Lives Matter makes people upset? I sure as hell don't. Hopefully she explains this. I haven't watched the whole video yet. What I can say is that All Lives Matter shouldn't be controversial because All Lives Matter include black people. By saying All Lives Matter, you're saying, yes, black people's lives matter. I don't understand how that's so controversial. That should be everyone's stance. You know, if someone came up and said, you know, white lives are the only ones that matter. Fuck all the other lives. White lives are the only ones that matter. That would be extremely fucked up. And of course, people should be pissed off by that comment. But that's not what All Lives Matter means. All Lives Matter means, regardless of the color of your skin, all your lives matter. And I will say one thing. I will say this. Not all lives are equal, which is also, people are going to be shitty about this, but I don't care. You know, I might only have one person watching this video, so if you're that one person and you're offended, fuck you. But, you know, some jihadi in Iraq, you know, or Syria, who's going to blow themselves up in the name of some imaginary sky wizard named Allah, their life is not equal to, you know, a grandmother. You know, that shouldn't be controversial either, but I know people will get shitty with that. I'm not saying... Actually, you know what I am saying? I am saying that jihadis' lives are not as valuable as law-abiding anybody is. That shouldn't be controversial either. Fuck jihadis. You know what? And fuck Islam. Not all Muslims. Not all. Jank. Don't get ahead of yourself. But fuck jihadis.
Let me show you the tweet in question. So it shows her with the actor from Hamilton, actually. Hashtag All Lives Matter. Hashtag Love Make the World Go Round. And I don't know. I mean, look. I don't know if she was trying to make a political statement by posting All Lives Matter. For some reason, I have a gut feeling that she didn't really understand what she was doing. I also have a gut feeling that maybe she doesn't even manage her own social media account.
Okay, everyone, let's not blame, you know, Jennifer Lopez. She doesn't run her own social media campaign. Otherwise, we should get pissed off that she said All Lives Matter. I don't think she realized what she was doing. Oh, What is she doing? What's so fucking wrong with saying All Lives Matter? Seriously, explain that to me. She has yet to explain that. She just makes these comments like, oh yeah, of course, everyone knows that that's controversial. What?
That's your gut feeling?
So I just, like, everyone's jumping on her, and I get it. I understand the hurt feelings behind that hashtag. I completely understand that. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and give her the benefit of the doubt and just assume that she did not do that with malicious intent.
First of all...
Holy fuck. Again, what is malicious about saying All Lives Matter? For fuck's sakes. They're not explaining. They're just... It's like they concede the fact that it's malicious, and they don't explain why, because they think everyone should know. I don't fucking know. Do you know? I don't. Explain it, please.
In the beginning, I would have said that I would be shocked if she meant it.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people just write it. They don't know. They don't know the politics of what's going on. They're not paying attention. Even the Cults singer Ian Astbury did hashtag All Lives Matter back on July 9th. And then he's like, oh my God, I had no idea. Mm-hmm. I was just trying to be supportive of everybody. And he's like, no. Now I get the context of it, and I'm not in favor of that.
What is the context? Again, they're not explaining what's so bad about saying All Lives Matter. The guy probably came out and apologized because the backlash was so bad. He may not even understand why it's such a controversial thing to say. Because I don't. You know what? And I wouldn't apologize if I were him. I wouldn't do it. All lives do matter. And you know what? There was a guy, I think this only came out like less than a week ago, I think. There was a guy who said all lives matter, and he had to come out and apologize for it because the backlash was so bad. And that is not happening. I don't care if you know, I imagine I probably only get like one viewer, maybe, if I'm lucky, maybe 10. But I imagine if 100,000 people got angry at me for saying all lives matter, you know what I would say? I would say, fuck all of you. All lives do matter. I'm not going to apologize. Not going to happen.
Now, in Jennifer Lopez's case, she apparently is the second time she did it.
Right.
They did it on an Instagram account. But it was on July 11th, so it was fairly recent. There's no need for dissecting it this much. She doesn't run her own accounts. And I would be shocked if she was like, oh, yeah, well, I'm talking about love and trying to promote my music.
Yeah.
I'll throw in a dig there to black people.
That
I'll
doesn't
get 'em.
make any sense.
No.
I agree, that doesn't make any sense. How is it not loving to say all lives matter? Oh, wait. That's not what she meant. She meant it would be ridiculous for her to say all lives matter. Yeah, it's a dig at black people to say, yes, your lives matter, but so does, you know, the Asians and the Koreans and the white people. All of our lives matter. That's so fucking absurd. Holy shit. What is wrong with these people?
Don't see her doing that. So, look, a lot of people were upset about it, and I get why people would be upset, but at the same time, just try to understand or see whether or not someone meant it before getting mad at them. Because some people make mistakes. Like, they have lapses in judgment. They don't really think things through before.
I do mean it, everyone. All lives matter. 2016. Fuck anyone who says otherwise. I absolutely mean it. And why is it so fucking controversial? They have yet to explain that to me. If the one viewer here understands why it's controversial, please explain it to me. I'm open, but you know what? I don't think I'll be persuaded otherwise.
They posted, and again, for the, fifth time in this video, I don't think that she even posted that herself.
So I think that for people who are not well versed in it, who don't follow the news that closely, all lives matter sounds so benign.
It does.
And in fact, I'm sure that there are many people who are going to watch this video and go, "What's wrong with all lives matter?"
You see that? He's talking about me. It's a pretty good impression, Jank. Fucking retard. Okay, now hopefully they explain it because it sounds like they're about to. I have yet to watch this. Let's see what they have to say.
Hey, knuckleheads! Nobody thinks that all lives shouldn't matter. Right? Nobody's like, hey. You know what? All lives kind of suck, don't they?
Yeah.
Let's be against all lives, right? That's not the point. The reason why people are offended by that is not if you say that, as I think J-Lo probably did earnestly, like, oh, that's great, right? But if you're saying it to spite Black Lives Matter, like, oh, no, you guys think that your lives matter more, but we're here to say that all the lives matter equally, and you're being racist. And there's so many connotations that goes into
it. It's to minimize it. Let's just keep it real, right? So, look, I don't know.
What? That doesn't make any sense, okay? If they say, yes, Black Lives Matter, I'm not necessarily saying that's racist. If they said Black Lives only matter, then that's fucking racist. So if I come out and say, yeah, Black Lives do matter, all lives matter, and they get pissy about that, then yeah, that's going to make me think that they only think Black Lives Matter. Why else would they get angry at such a, something that should be universally known? All lives matter regardless of the color of your fucking skin. That should not be controversial. How is that a dig at Black Lives Matter? No, it's not. I'm saying yes, Black lives do matter. All lives matter. That's not a dig. That's basically me agreeing with them, but adding, yeah, well, so do Koreans. Their lives matter. This is so fucking stupid, and why I felt like I had to make a video.
I don't know if this analogy is a fair analogy, but you tell me what you think. It's the equivalent of me having a terrible cavity and knowing I need to get a root canal, and then going to the dentist and telling the dentist, you know what? I am not going to tell you which tooth it is because all my teeth matter. And therefore, you must treat all my teeth equal. Like, no.
Holy shit. Holy shit. That is the dumbest fucking thing I've ever heard. Holy fucking shit. No. It's not. First off, I'm going to get a lot of hate for this if anyone even watches this fucking video, which I've said like 3 times now, so I'll stop talking about that now. But I just don't, I don't agree with the premise. I'm sorry, I don't. The hands up, don't shoot narrative was a fucking lie. The Justice Department came out with a report and found that that whole hands up, don't shoot thing did not happen. Trayvon Martin was attacked because he was attacking this guy, and and George Zimmerman was defending himself. I mean, there's pictures where George Zimmerman his head is bleeding like crazy. The evidence matched the series of events that he said happened. He was defending himself. Now, George Zimmerman is he's a douche. I mean, I'm not going to deny that. But if he's following somebody around, that doesn't give the person the right to attack him. Someone walking behind you, that's, not a reason to slam their head in concrete. So, okay, all lives do matter, but I do not agree with the premise of the Black Lives Matter group. I do not. I just don't. Prove me wrong. I'm all ears.
There's something in pain. There is a group of people who are in pain right now that are disproportionately targeted by police, by authorities, that, are impacted by this 2-tier justice system where they get harsher sentences. These are people that are trying to raise awareness about how they're targeted, right? To make it seem as though, oh my God, they're trying to take away from us, and to minimize what they're going through is deplorable, right? So that's the whole point. That's the reason why All Lives Matter is such a shitty hashtag and why people get upset about it.
So again, if you're not deeply
white people get upset about it. I'll admit I am white, okay, and I am upset about it. But white people aren't the only ones that should be upset by it. I think that's absurd. It's absurd. It should be. I mean, how many times do I have to say it? How is that deplorable? You're making assumptions. You're saying, by saying all lives matter, you're saying that the things going on in the Black Lives Matter community, the black communities, is not a problem. It is a problem, but I have a different solution for it. I think it's something like 13% of the population is black, and they commit 51% of murder, okay? And the thing is, not all of that 13% is committing murders. It's teenagers to young men who are committing murders in these communities. And more often than not, they're killing other black people. This is a huge problem. And when you bring this up, it's also controversial. Like, how dare you bring that up? We're talking about cops here. Well, I don't agree with the narrative that cops are going out and just murdering black people. I mean, there's so many instances in the news today, and they turn out to be completely justified. And the thing is, the media, including this fucking retard Jank and the whole Young Turks thing, they don't come out and correct themselves. No, they don't. They don't say, okay, well, the hands up, don't shoot thing, that was a lie. Apparently, some people lied at the scene, and we all kind of ate it up because it fit our fucking narrative. No, they don't do that. They keep pushing this narrative. They keep pushing it. And it is absurd. It is absurd. Black on black crime is a huge problem in America. And I don't care how many people that offends. It's a fact. It is a fact. Okay?
into politics, you might think, well, that seems benign. It's not that big a deal. So that's why we're bothering to explain it, which is that it is usually used by guys who, or people who want to dig at Black Lives Matter like, oh, your cause is no big deal and you want special rights. They don't want special rights. What they're trying to get you to understand is Black Lives Matter as well. Like it.
Yes, all lives matter, includes black people. Move on.
You guys treat, in their opinion, there's different sets of rules in the country. And if you've got a gun and you're a white person, you're a patriotic Second Amendment, loving American. But if you're a black guy, well, you're an obvious danger. In fact, the lawyer for the officer who shot Philando Castile said, well, he had a gun, right? But if you have a gun and you're white, they're like, well, you're exercising your rights. So what they're...
Okay. What? Fuck. All right. It's still kind of early to determine what happened in that situation. I mean, if the what the girlfriend says is true, then I will be the first one to stand up there and say that's fucking bullshit, But this whole nonsense about, it's okay if white people do it. The thing is, I am, as a permit holder, if a cops pull me over and I have a gun, you tell the cops, hey, I have a permit to carry, I have a firearm on me. Okay, you keep your hands in sight, and the cop takes the gun from you, and if it's loaded, he takes the magazine out, he takes control of the gun, and then you're allowed to get your information. Okay? So if the cop told him to go ahead and get his wallet after he told the cop he had a gun, that is a problem, and I'll be the first one to be pissed about it. But this idea that white people wouldn't get shot in the same situation, if a white guy goes for a gun and a cop's standing there, of course he's going to shoot him. White people get killed by cops all the time. They don't want to talk about that. They're not going to talk about that because it doesn't fit their narrative. It doesn't push their narrative. It's absurd, okay? If anyone pulls a gun on a cop, they're going to get shot. It does not matter what color they are. You take the gun out of the equation, and then anyone who resists arrest and tries to attack the cop or take his gun is going to get shot, regardless of the color of his skin. It's not that hard. You can find instances of this in probably every color in America. This is more nonsense. They're just pushing their racist narrative. America's racist. The cops are racist.
Trying to say is our lives matter too. Please don't shoot us immediately. Don't shoot our kids immediately. Our lives matter too. So when someone hears that plea and knows and then goes, oh yeah, whatever, all lives matter, well, then they're being a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're being a dick because they say all lives matter, including black people, and it's a tragedy when anyone dies. That's that's like saying fuck black people. You fucking racist. No, I do not agree at all, Jank. You are a fucking retard, and I fucking hate you. This will be the first of many videos. That's
what we're trying to point out. But a lot of people don't know that. Probably J-Lo or the person who handles their account didn't know that. And it's okay to correct them. It's okay to say, here's the correct context.
Yep.
Just don't get on a war path like J-Lo is coming for you. Because I think she has no idea what's going on.
Jennifer Lopez came up